Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a student these days, you know the deal. The pressure is seriously on. There's always more to read, more to learn, and somehow way less time to get it all done. But what if I told you technology could help you study smarter, not just harder? Today we're diving into how artificial intelligence is completely changing the game for academic success.
Does this look familiar? Yeah, I thought so. That mountain of textbooks, the deadlines that just keep creeping closer, and that constant feeling like you're just trying to keep your head above water, you are definitely not alone. This is pretty much the reality for students everywhere right now.
And that really gets to the heart of what we're calling the modern study struggle. It's this crazy mix of challenges that students today are facing. You've got this explosion of information coming at you, intense pressure to get everything done on time, and of course that constant need to get top grades. It's a whole new level of academic demand.
And this pressure cooker is made up of some pretty familiar stuff, right? We're talking about those endless reading lists that feel like they're a mile long, lecture notes that are packed with super complex ideas, and those high-stakes assignments that aren't just about knowing the material. You also have to find credible research and nail that perfect academic writing style. It is a lot to juggle. But what if we could just flip the script on this whole struggle? This is where a new, smarter way of doing things comes in. We're going to look at the kinds of strategies offered by newer consultancies and platforms using a service like Frank's Academic Writing Consult as a great example of an approach that's built for our new AI-driven world. So what's the big idea here? Well, the core mission is pretty straightforward. This isn't about finding shortcuts or cheating the system. It's all about empowerment. The goal is to give students smart, modern strategies that actually work with today's technology, not against it, to make learning simpler and, actually boost your performance. And you can really see the difference when you put them side by side. On one hand, you've got the old way, slow, manual, and let's be honest, pretty stressful. But the new model, it's all about being fast, efficient, and flexible. The idea is to shift from just passively reading to actually being active and engaged with what you're learning. That way, you're preparing with confidence instead of just anxiously cramming at the last minute.
Okay, so how does this all actually work in practice? Let's get into the fun stuff, the actual AI-powered study hacks that can totally transform how you read, listen, and learn.
Now, what's so cool here is how this completely reimagines your study routine. Just think about it. You could use AI speed reading tools that actually test you as you go to make sure you're getting it. Or you could take your super dense notes and turn them into audiobooks to study on your commute. You can even take boring old PDFs and have AI turn them into short explainer videos. Or, my personal favorite, summarize hours of lectures into just the most important key points. Okay, now this next one, this is a total game changer for anyone who dreads exams. Instead of trying to guess what your professor might ask, you can use AI to scan all of your own class materials and then generate practice exam questions from them. This means no more surprises. And here's a perfect example of what that looks like. See, this isn't just some generic question. It's tailored specifically to your course content. The real magic here isn't just getting the question, it's using it to practice breaking down a complex topic. That process builds such a deep understanding and real confidence before you even set foot in the exam hall.
All right, so we've talked about taking information in, but what about putting it back out? Let's see how this approach helps with another huge part of student life, academic writing. Because it's not just about what you know, it's about how well you can communicate it.
So this isn't just a quick fix, it's a whole process that builds your skills from the ground up. It all starts with learning how to find those really solid, credible articles from scholarly databases. From there, you move on to building your arguments, and then using these powerful AI tools to refine your writing and totally master the specific formatting your professors are looking for.
And here's a peek at what that modern toolkit looks like. Of course, it covers the basics like grammar and plagiarism checkers, but it also gets into more advanced skills like how to paraphrase effectively and refine your content. Some services even help with something called AI humanization, which is basically about making any AI-generated text sound more natural and less robotic, making sure your final work is polished and clear, all while keeping that academic integrity.
So, what happens when you put all of these strategies and tools together? What's the big transformation? Well, it's really a shift in your whole mindset. From feeling like that overwhelmed student we saw at the beginning to becoming an empowered learner who is totally in control. Here's what it all comes down to. The end result is being able to learn concepts faster and with a much deeper understanding. It's turning study time into something flexible that actually fits your life. It's writing with a new kind of clarity and confidence.
and it's walking into your exams feeling fully, truly prepared. The bottom line? It's about simplifying your entire learning process.
So we'll leave you with one final thought to chew on. The world of education is changing, and it's changing fast, all thanks to technology and AI. The tools and the strategies we talked about are already here. The only question left is, are your study habits ready for what's next?